Can we process or create the what we say like with using PowerShell only without using the portal? Can we create a machine?
We did that,
I
right?
have some doubts. No, just by using the PowerShell, the
Yes, yes, we
command,
did.
not by the Azure portal.
Yes, we did that, Hanif bhai. We
We
did it,
we
didn't we?
did, but I'm little confused. Even I did it.
Then what is the confusion then? Tell me. No, that's okay. Discuss what is the confusion. We'll see. It's already 3:05. We'll start. So we'll start with your confusion then. Let's get started. I hope you can see my screen, right? So
Yes.
where did you
Just the
face
starting
any
command, like how
problem,
to
or did you create a
uh,
machine using this PowerShell or OS PowerShell?
this PowerShell.
This PowerShell. So now you have confusion how to create a machine using operating system PowerShell, right?
Operating system
This
PowerShell.
is
Yeah.
now see, this is my portals PowerShell, right? You created a machine, and now your question is how to create a machine using my Windows PowerShell, right? This now I am opening
Hmm.
my operating system PowerShell. This is my Windows 11 which I'm using, and I'm opening the PowerShell of my operating system of my laptop. Here it is. And your question was how to create a machine using this PowerShell, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So what is the confusion? The commands which I had given you, were you not able to uh, play them? Were you not able to run them, or what was the issue? Where did you start? What did you try?
I tried using the command, but I
Which
didn't
command?
reach up to the one which you had shared.
I shared many commands.
Uh,
Let's be specific. So which one did you use quickly? Very first command which you used.
but I've wrote it down somewhere. I'll need to check.
I sent it, I guess, in the group, right?
Yeah, but still
Meanwhile,
I
anyone
wrote
else
it down.
wants would like to help me? Which command should I run here? If let's say very first thing, I will have to open this one as an administrator. PowerShell, I will open as an administrator. Okay, here it is. My PowerShell is opened as an administrator now. Now, what should I do very first thing, guys? Which command?
First,
What
we
version
have to
need to
install the modules, Azure modules, and
No, no, no,
remove
no. Sorry, who's this?
Munir.
Munir. Yes, Munir, I checked your homework. It was done perfectly nice, and you deleted also machine removing the PowerShell, which was perfectly done. But here you're missing one more thing. Before installing the module, what should I check?
Remote.
version
First we have check versions.
Version, right? Which version works for Azure?
It should be above 5.
Yeah.
5
What is the
plus.
command to check the version?
$PS something.
Here it is. That's so yes. All these commands I have already shared with you guys. So my current version is 5.1. Did you do this, Hanif bhai? Hanif? Hanif Kazi. Hanif bhai, you are on mute, I guess. If you're speaking, you're on mute.
No, I haven't tried this.
ये नहीं किया आपने.
That's
हाँ, तो
what the
see.
confusion. हाँ,
हाँ, तो
इसीलिए
ये करना है
confusion
सबसे
हुआ.
पहले, ठीक है? Then next, as Munir said, we have to install some modules. Azure के modules install करने पड़ेंगे. इसका भी command मैं आप लोगों को दिया है. ठीक है? So I'm installing Azure AD modules. एंड एक दो मॉड्यूल्स को और इंस्टॉल कर रहा हूँ. कौन सा लगने वाले हैं वो मैंने ऑलरेडी दे रखा है. इट टेक्स टाइम. नाउ आई हैव ऑलरेडी हिट एंटर. इट टेक्स सम टाइम. इवन इफ इट इज इंस्टॉल इन माय लैपटॉप, इट इज ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल, बट इट विल चेक थरोली कोई अपडेट आया है, कुछ आया है. इट टेक्स टाइम, बहुत ज्यादा नहीं, हार्डली 2 or 3 minutes इट विल टेक. एंड देन इट विल install those modules. So then I'm pretty sure you didn't do this also, right? Okay, now this one we have to install. ये एक बार हो जाता है. Then what is the next command, guys? Or what is the next step command I will put? What is the next step?
The remote sign policy we have to
Why
run
do
that
we do
command
that?
for connecting the Azure portal. Now we are suppose
Not to
we are
connect.
going to
Next command would be to connect, but the next command as of now which we are going to run, set execution policy to remote signed. Normally PowerShell, the default behavior of PowerShell, it's to run whatever command you run here, to run it locally. If I want to know the host name, if I type here host name, it will give me the host name of this machine. If I want to know host name of some remote machine, I'll have to amend the command, but still it will not work. Why? Because by default it is not worked, It is not configured to work remotely. So you'll have to enable the remote access in a way, you can say, जिसकी वजह से ये remote execution भी कर पाए. Okay, it is still being deployed or being installed, the modules. Let's wait for a minute. Once we have these modules, then we are going to run the next command, which is to set the remote execution. Because why remote execution? Because we are sitting here and Azure portal is somewhere else, right? We are not directly locally on the Azure portal. We are doing that remotely. Hence, we require remote one. So let's wait for the modules to get installed. I think someone else also had some problem. Razak, I think he has not joined. Yes, guys, anyone else who faced any problem, any issues while creating?
Actually, when I was doing, one problem was coming. It was asking for the device code. Then it was there on when once we log in Azure port from the PowerShell, it
Mhm,
goes to our browser, by default browser whatever.
right.
Then it comes their device code first time. Then I put that there. Then
Mhm,
it gone that error.
it worked. Okay, great. Fine. So let this get installed, and once this is done, we will run the execution policy, and then we'll run the connect AZ command. Once you're connected to Azure, to your Azure account, then the commands are same, whether you run it here or you run it here. So the only difference, Hanif bhai, is you have to check the version, right?
Mm,
Install these
mm.
modules, then set
Okay.
the execution policy, and you don't have to do it every time. If it is your personal PC, you just have to do it once. Next time, you will directly come and put the command which says connect uh, AZ account. Okay, it's almost done. See, I already have this, but still it is taking some updates.
Okay. So once it is installed, I just need to
I'll
write the
show you.
script as connect as the command and
I'll show you. We'll do that completely. We have already started, so that's hardly one more command. So why to leave it? वो recording में भी आ जाएगा, even if you want to uh, go back and check
I'll
once.
practice. Yeah. I'll practice once the session is done.
Okay, once this is done, we'll simply have to just connect. Okay, while this is being done, guys, let me quickly ask those questions, the one which I have given to you. I'm sure many of you have read, not sure how many skipped them. So who can answer that? From where can I see who created a particular machine last month?
Can open Azure portal and search activity logs over there. We
Activity
can
log.
apply the filters.
Yes. Activity log is the answer, but yes, you always have to give the answer in a sentence format, not the single word. You don't just have to say activity log. So the answer, whoever answered it, it was perfect. Okay. Okay. Now, from where I can check a particular machine which was built 4 months ago?
I think it just have 90 days. It just shows within 90 days which machine has been created or not.
So what about
We
a machine which I'm certain that which was created a month ago, sorry, a year ago, and now I want to see who created that. Okay, maybe you guys
For
can
that
find this
we
answer.
can, yes. For that we can use the filter method. In that we need to set the filter. So as
You
per
you
that
you
we
can see
can
my screen, right? Razak bhai, can you see my screen?
yes,
yes.
So I am here on the machine. You are saying activity log, right? Filter. Which filter should I use?
add filter method.
Add
But
filter. Okay. Now what?
in which will select the resource type.
I'm already on this resource. It's okay. I'm already on the machine which is selected. Now what should I do?
As of now, there is no virtual machine or any resource here, so that is why we don't get any activity
No, I
log
am
here.
already on the machine. This machine is created a year ago. I want to see who created this. As of now, you're not able to see anything, Razak bhai, because time span I have selected last 6 hours. I did not make any changes in last 6 hours. If I make this, now you will suddenly see all the changes, etc., etc. However, it is still not answering my question. My question was, I've created the machine. Who created that I want to see, right? Because this machine is a year old, I cannot go here. What is the longest duration, the oldest duration, Razak bhai, I can select here? Can I select 1 year back, Razak?
No, no. I can. We can only set the 90 days.
90 days, right? Then this is not
Yes.
helpful for me. Right? So you guys can try to figure it out, try to search the answer. If not, then I'll help you with this, right? I think Razak bhai, you took the initiative, right? You were
Yes.
supposed to check which role is sufficient enough. So did you check that?
Yes, I have checked that, but I don't figure out any. That the same role which was earlier added in your profile. I
Hmm.
was searching for that role, but that was missing
Okay, that's
from
okay.
my
Many roles
dashboard.
they discontinue. It happens. It's okay. Right. So let's move to the next question, guys. This one it's still fine. Let's move to the next question. And meanwhile, this is
Elba,
done, I
yes.
guess. Let's see.
Elba, I'm having some issue with the PowerShell as well as in the portal CMD, the portal PowerShell.
What is the issue?
I have shared that. If you want, I can share the screen and
No,
I'll
let's
show
not do
you
that
that.
here. We have to cover the
Yes,
topics. For sharing screen,
yes,
guys, this
yes.
is the reason I take some other sessions, right? एक घंटे का जो session लेता हूँ मैं, which is not
Okay.
recorded and where we
Yes,
just
right.
help. So maybe I'll conduct one
And
more session tomorrow if you want, according to your time, whenever you are free. Others can also
okay,
join, and that time you can share your screen, right?
okay.
Here, I think you joined a little bit late. We started this again from scratch because Hanifai was
Yes.
facing some problems, so we started from scratch. Okay. You can watch the video for starting and you will get the answer at least here. In the portal, I don't think so there should be any issue, but still we'll have a look tomorrow or today also if possible, but not in this session. Okay, so if we are here, after this, guys, what command will I use? I have installed the modules. What command will I use now? Or forget the command. What is the next step? Guys, I've shared the right. I've shared this
Connect
OneNote with
Azure
you.
AD.
It's clearly here. So it will be very
Yes.
difficult,
So
guys.
after
I'll
that,
be very blunt
after
about
that,
it. If you guys do
yes.
not practice, do not read about it, right? Just by just by watching these 2 hours video, you will not be able to clear the interview. I'm being very blunt about it, guys. Right? I see. I'm not running any institute or anything जहाँ पे मुझको बस number of hours complete करने हैं, right? Because we already done with this topic. I can leave it and I can move to next topic, right? But that is not the
After
aim
that,
what
we
we are
can.
doing. So please make sure, guys, that you practice, you read a little bit about it. If you read 10 points here, trust me, you'll be able to speak only 5 points in your interview. But if you're not able to speak 5 points here, then you will be completely blank in your interview. So no matter how much efforts I put and no matter how many hours of training you get here, if you don't practice, you're not going to learn. I've shared this OneNote with all of you. I've told you that initially it's okay to look at this and answer. I told you not to use phone. I mean, exception, it's okay. Sometimes electricity is not there. It's fine. I understand. Not pointing anyone, but do not use phone. You won't understand where am I clicking, what am I showing. You won't get that, right? Use laptop, if possible. Use dual screen. If you really want to get something out of this training, you are paying something to me, you're giving your time, right? We all have discussed your package. You want to really jump out of that and you want to take 100% hike and etc. You want to get into double digits, 12, 13, 14, 15 lakh. You're not getting that, guys, easily. No company will pay you 1 lakh rupee just to follow the instruction on paper, right? They require someone who has good experience, who has good knowledge. So if you're blank on these basic topics, then it will be very difficult for you to crack the interview. I'm not expecting you to remember the commands. This is very easy to get commands on Google, but at least you should remember the steps. The very first thing what I have to do, I have to check the, let's say if this is your interview question, how would you create a machine in Azure using your operating system PowerShell? We have discussed this, we have read this, I have shared this with you. And after this also, if you're not able to answer, then it's up to you guys, right? If you're serious about getting a job, please make sure you start reading it, guys, right? So now we are done with installing the module. Next thing, it's setting the remote execution policy, right? Once that is done, once we have set up the policy, then we simply have to just connect. And once it is connected, then we can run any command. I mean, whichever command you are running on the Azure portal, the same command you can run from here. Is this clear, guys, to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay, let
Sohail
me
bhai,
try
I
running
was
this.
having an issue with the execution policy. I mean, that execution policy get installed, but when I pull out the get execution policy list, machine policy, user policy, and process. These three policy are undefined, and the current most user and local machine data. I
No,
mean,
where are you
that
doing
has
this?
been
Where
set.
are you setting this execution policy?
I'm in PowerShell.
Now, which OS PowerShell or Portal PowerShell?
Yes, OS PowerShell, and my PowerShell version is 5.1.
Is it your personal machine, office laptop? What is it?
Yes. No, no, no. That is my this is my personal machine.
Did you try creating a machine on Azure and then running this?
Yes, I have. I mean, I have created the machine on portal, but as I've told you that also on the portal, I'm having that authentication issue. That when I'm connecting PowerShell, I was getting some warning error message in the
No.
portal.
Did you create a machine on or on Azure and did you try running these commands on Azure machine? Because your personal laptops, guys, they might have some licensing problem, they might have some other maybe some antivirus, etc., etc., right? So it will be difficult to set up your machine, everyone's machine, as per this is standard. So I always urge you, I always request you to go ahead and create a machine on portal, remote to that machine. We have practiced that a lot, right? Remote to that machine and then run all these commands on a PowerShell machine or on the operating system's PowerShell, which you have created in Azure. In actual environment, you are not going to spin a machine, but in your actual environment, your office laptop or your office workstation will have all these prerequisite already set up. Some ports, maybe they are not disabled. On your personal machine, it will be very difficult for everyone to configure that. Right, so try creating it on Azure machine, Razak bhai, and let me know then.
Sure, I got that. I got that. So need to RDP. If I'm having issue with the PowerShell, I can do the RDP, and from there I can run this command.
Take RDP to your machine, open PowerShell in your Azure machine, and then run. Then try using it.
Sure, sure.
Right, and
I'll
guys,
do that.
if you have any issues, anything, last session also, last week also, I have taken the put a message or something that you need a session of half an hour. See, now we have already spent 22 minutes and we have not started a new topic as well, right? So let's not waste this time, the classes time, because not everyone will join the troubleshooting one, right? There we can spend time. Here, let's spend this time in learning new topics. And if you have any problem, uh, and so we can definitely have another session. Okay. Now the next command is connect AZ account. This is the command where you actually connect your operating system's PowerShell to your Azure account. Got it, guys? Once this is done, then you can run any command, creating of machine, deleting of machine, getting the list of machine, whatever you want, whichever command you want, you can do that. Is this clear to everyone? Because we have already created a machine in last session using PowerShell, so I'm not repeating that. Hanifa, you can watch the video once, try this, right? And
Sure,
try this,
sure.
guys. If you would have watched the video, ये already हमने last इसमें भी किया था. इसी
Yes.
को आप ये कर लेते तो ये error नहीं आता, right? And if you're getting error, then feel free to share with me. We'll have another session, troubleshooting का session हम रखते हैं classes के अलावा. Okay, so then
ठीक.
once this is done, you should get a pop-up. वो pop-up आ जाता है यहाँ पर एक login का. Can you see?
हाँ.
Here you will log in with your Azure ID. All of you have your Azure IDs. I think which will change today because the subscription is about to expire today. But you will have to insert that ID, login ID and password here. Once you do that, then you are connected. If you want, I'll quickly show it to you. But we have done this, guys. Now we are just from last 20 minutes, we are repeating the same thing which we have done. So please make sure, guys, you practice, you watch the video. If you missed on something, you read the notes. That's how you will understand and that's how you will practice, right? if you just leave something from last week till this week, तो बीच में आपका practice miss हो जाएगा. So don't do that, guys. Now let me log into someone's account. I will log into this one. Okay, here I have to do, and I just have to type my password. And all this information you guys already have. Your user ID, your password, you have been using this on portal. So nothing changes here. Once it is done, it will show it to you here that you are connected. Look at this now. I am connected to Sunil's subscription, and this is the ID. Now, guys, can we have multiple subscription under one tenant? Is it possible in Azure?
Yes, possible.
Yes.
So the first question which I have given you for homework is how to check who built an year-old VM. Next question is, if I have multiple subscriptions here. Now understand, guys, one thing. I'm not getting connected to multiple subscriptions at a time, or it is not directly. Let's say that I have 2 subscriptions here. So now whichever command I run here, right, where my machine will get created. For example, if I have UT-Kloud in pay as you go, तो किस वाले पे machine create होगी? Now here in this case there's only one subscription, तो अपने आप connect हो गया. ठीक, if I had 2, then what will I do?
It should ask us which one is
No, it doesn't ask.
gets,
It doesn't ask.
then
Though
its
it's a good,
primary will
it's a
get
good
automated.
thinking.
Give the path.
Get Azure,
It's a good
get
thinking. It should
Azure,
ask, but it doesn't ask.
Will run the command get Azure resource group.
We have to mention the
No, no,
path.
no, guys, whoever answer get Azure resource group. It will give me the resource groups. My question is not that. It will give me what resource groups will it give me? Let's imagine I have 2 subscriptions here. What you're talking about, get Azure resource group. It is just going to give me the resource groups listed. But of which subscription? I'm saying मेरे पास 2 subscription है. Then what? Get Azure
We have
resource
to
group तो command है to check the available resource groups in my subscription. My question is I have 2 subscriptions. First thing, मैं subscription को change कैसे करूंगा? How will I do that?
That way, when we are connecting with the Azure account, so when we get the pop-up for the username and password, because every subscription has the different username and different username.
No, not at all, not at all. Razak bhai, not at all. Completely going out of the track. Look at this. This is my UT-Kloud tenant. This is the ID.
Yes.
If I go for subscription, I have 2 subscriptions, and I definitely don't have multiple IDs. Using one ID, I handle all these 2 subscriptions. And I told you when you work in actually in live environment, how many subscriptions will you see, guys?
2 to 3 subscriptions.
Minimum 3 you will see. At least test, prod, and dev. So do you think you will have a user ID for every subscription? Definitely not. You will have
No.
only one ID. Razak at compicom.com, Sohail at tcs.com, Deepak at concentrix.com, etc. Or maybe your client, but you will have only one ID. You're definitely not going to have different IDs. So now as I logged in, GUI में it is easy. I want to check something, I will click here. I want to check something, I'll go to resource group. It shows me कि ये resource group कहाँ belong करता है? Pay as you go. These resource group ये कहाँ पर belong करते हैं? UT-Kloud. It's easy in GUI. My question here is, what will you do when it comes to PowerShell? I have not, this is not something which I have already shared with you. I'm just trying to see your understanding that what comes to
It's
your
going
mind.
to UT-Kloud first.
No, not that's not the logic. Yes, it will go to a default one, but how to change? Again, I'll leave it to you guys as a homework, how to change the subscription in PowerShell. Okay, try this. Maybe you don't have the 2 PowerShell 2 subscriptions, but try the command at least. Okay, try the command, share the command with me. You don't even have to run, you don't have any tenant where you will have multiple subscriptions, right? तो आप लोग चला भी नहीं पाओगे, उसको check भी नहीं कर पाओगे, but at least Google and share the command with me. I'll let you know whether it is correct or not. Got it, guys?
Yeah, got it.
So now, guys, this is done, and now I'm connected. Now, if I have to create a machine, here, बस ये एक कमांड जो है, ये वाला कमांड हनीफ भाई, दिस आई हैव टू रन. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रन नाउ, आई डोंट वांट टू क्रिएट अ मशीन, बट दिस इज द कमांड आई हैव टू रन. और कमांड सेम है यहाँ पर भी और वहां पर भी. इज दिस क्लियर?
Yeah.
Command same hai. You might be
ठीक है.
facing problem. I saw someone has made this mistake. They did not change the name here. यहाँ पर कुछ भी नाम नहीं change किया. I saw a machine with my resource group name because that person had access on subscription, owner level access. Hence, he was able to create. So I think it was one of you guys. ये जितना भी दिख रहा है, it was either Deepak or Razak bhai. It was either you or Shahrukh. One of you guys. Because if someone else tries to run this command, guys, let me open this. Let's say Z. If Z runs this command, will it work, guys, or will it not work? If yes, how? If not, why? Look at the access, etc. Who all have access where? Right? This person has access only on his resource group.
He should be owner or contributor to create the resource group with
Owner or
that name
contributor at what level? What scope?
at
Subscription level.
Subscription level.
Yes. So when you run this command, guys, it means create a new resource group. And name is my resource group. It says create a new machine. Name is my VM. But if you are a reader at subscription level, right? If you're a reader at subscription level, you do not have access to create a resource group. Hence, what you have to do here, you have to use your existing resource group name. And the moment you type in your resource group name, उसके बाद ये जितने resource है ये आपके resource group में बनने वाले हैं. Now, do you have access to your resource group to create something new? Yes, guys, your accesses. Do you guys have access to your resource group to create something new?
no.
Yeah.
Who says no, guys? What is your scope? What is your? My question is, do you all have the access in your resource group to
Yes,
create
yes,
some resources or not?
Yes, we have the access to create in our resource group to create the resources.
Yes, yes. Why? What is the confusion? Basics क्यों हमारा इतना ये हो गया, suddenly lose हो गया? You guys were doing well. Suddenly basics क्यों भूल गए? Not practicing enough? I hope everyone remembers RBAC, owner, contributor, how the hierarchy goes. I drew a diagram on Paint. If you are owner at subscription, you are owner at resource group. If you are owner at resource group, by default, you are owner at other resources which are there in the resource group. Yes, guys, any confusion, any challenge you are facing? See, we have already spent only 8 minutes are left now, so I'm not starting any new topic. We have 8 minutes. Let's discuss your problems or anything, any confusion you have. Because if you keep on forgetting the basics, then it will be very difficult for you to understand next things. Network topic abhi tak aana baki hai. Today I thought I'll cover backup because you guys were not ready with the network, so I will start with backup today. But if you are forgetting the basics, very, very basic things, then it will be difficult for you to clear the interview. No matter how good you are at the practicing, how good you are at portal, but no one in the interview is going to ask you to share your screen and show me a virtual machine, create a virtual machine for me. That is not going to happen, guys. Whatever we are practicing here, it is to clear your doubts and understanding in your mind, so you should be able to speak about it very clearly. Because the only method your interviewer has to fetch the knowledge out of you is by asking questions. He cannot put a camera in your head and see कि यार चलो इसको देख लेते कितना आता है. Even if he or she wants to, that's not possible. So the only method is by asking question. तो इसी तरह से questions आएंगे आपको. What are the steps? Why am I not able to create? I have a user A. User A has owner access on his resource group, reader access on ownership. इसी तरह के scenario questions आने वाले हैं आपको. So if you keep forgetting this, guys, it will be very difficult. Okay? So we have 5 minutes left. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. If no one has any question, Razak bhai, would you like to share your screen? Let's cover that as well.
Sure, I'll do that.
I'll stop sharing my screen. You can share yours. Guys, can you see his screen?
Yeah, able to see.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Can you quickly start, Razak bhai? What problem are you facing? Let's leave that one. What is this? Is this your computer's PowerShell?
I think he's talking on mute.
Razak, we cannot hear you. Are you on mute?
Yes. Okay. So am I audible now?
Yes.
Am I audible now?
Is this your laptop?
Yes.
Is this your personal? No, let's leave it. Let's leave it. We will not troubleshoot the uh, personal laptop. Okay. What error are you facing? Let's check. Let's check this one also. Let's check. What error are you facing?
Okay. I'll do that. Just a moment. So when I run this Connect AZ account,
Hmm.
I got to pop up username and password. When I'm entering my username, वो मैच मतलब यही नहीं कर रहा है कि इसके
Try. Let's
रिलेटेड
try.
कोई
Let's try.
ये अकाउंट बता ही नहीं रहा है मुझे.
Let's try.
और फिर
Let's try. Rerun the command. No, the commandlet is incorrect as of now. It's always better to copy paste, guys.
No?
To avoid such things, it's always better. Yeah, now it's correct. Now it's correct. Wait. Did you install the modules?
Yes. I've installed the module.
Okay, can you clear the complete screen? Let's clear the complete screen.
CLS.
Is it open in administrator? Yes, it is. Let's check the PowerShell version. Do you have those commands handy with you? Don't take the commands from
Yes.
ChatGPT or
Yes.
Bing. Yes, let's use these commands. Okay, let's quickly check this.
I think there was a spelling mistake. Like to command.
Let's do that again quickly. Enter. Okay, 5.1. Yes. Go to the next command. Go to the next command. Install easy module and
Module. Install module.
easy module one by one.
Okay. That whole command.
No. The first one is enough. Install the easy module first. Azure AD. Hit enter.
Okay. Yes.
Starting में space था शायद.
No, that's okay. Let's see. It will give error if there is any
No, that
issue.
command was.
But looking at the time it is taking, I think modules are not installed. But let's see. Can you go to the next command? Install. Yeah, this one. Yes.
This one, right?
Yes.
All here.
I missing.
Type I.
I missing.
Okay.
Type I and paste. This one takes time.
Yes.
Meanwhile, can you open one more command prompt as an administrator? Just right click where you see the command prompt in the bottom and open one more session of PowerShell as an administrator. Okay. Can you copy the easy connect command from our chat or the commands which you had copied from there? Copy easy connect. This one, yes, connect easy account. Hit enter. Type in your user ID and password. Do you have your user ID copied somewhere? Don't type. I mean, the typing, it will definitely make some mistake. It's a huge one. It has too many alphabets, etc. So do you have it copied? Yes, please. Is this the error you're getting? Razak, you're on mute again. Is this the error you were talking about?
Yes, this is the only error I get when I'm verifying myself.